Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So my question is, I lied to my girlfriend. That's not the question.
That's an admission. That's a confession. We appreciate the honesty here.
Yeah.
I'm not a priest, though. I can't help. Maybe we can help financially.
For two years now that I can't afford stuff, that I'm broke and that I like staying in. I'm not broke. I can afford pretty much what I want. I'm out of debt 100%. I own my house.
And she thinks you're broke because for 2 years you were like, hey, listen, I'm strapped for cash.
Yep, pretty much. And it's not like I've been mooching off her or anything. Like I pay my way. I'm not trying to be worthless in that matter or anything, but
why then?
I just I've got a 95 Toyota Tacoma. She's always asking me, why don't I get something else? And I always tell her I can't afford it.
Why?
Why not just tell her I'm happy with my truck?
I mean, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What's behind all of the pathological
lies?
lies?
It was pretty stupid, wasn't it?
Is it because you just said it, and then once you said it, you were like, I got to stick to it now?
You got to play this weird character?
No, I mean...
What is her financial situation? Is she bad with money? Is that why? Are you afraid that if you tell her that you are good with money, that she'll start mooching off you?
That's what I've had happen in the past.
So there's some past baggage and trauma, and so you're going, well, I'm not going to do that again. That hurt.
Yes.
And so now I'm going to lie because if she knows I have money, I could get hurt again.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that a more accurate picture? So because usually behind every lie,
accurate.
there's a fear. There's a lie that you've told yourself long before you lied to someone else.
Yes, and honestly, I didn't even realize it's been a lie until a couple months ago, and then I'm thinking, like, I'm wanting to get serious with this girl, and I'm wanting to make things happen, so she's going to have to find out sooner than later.
How long have you been dating?
We've been about 2 years.
So 2 years, and you've been saying this from the jump. Here's what I want to know, because I know you're saying that you've been lying. I want to go a little bit deeper on this. So does she think that you have mortgage debt, or you just haven't mentioned it? Does she think that you carry debt?
She knows my house is paid off.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
So I was very proud whenever I paid my house off. She was the first one that I let know when I paid my house off about 6 months ago. But
like when it comes to doing fun or what you might think of extravagant things, even though you're thinking, hey, yeah, I might enjoy doing that, you're lying and saying, no, I don't want to spend money on that. I just like a simple life, right?
Yes.
Is it affecting your relationship? Is she frustrated that you guys can't enjoy experiences and eating out?
No. I mean, she's a very, very simple woman, and that's kind of what's...
I would just have the come to Jesus conversation. Take her to a different environment and maybe a different place, a date, whatever, and say, listen, I got to come clean because I want this relationship to be built on trust. I've done a poor job of that. And then say, here's what I did. Here's why I did it. And I am very sorry. Will you forgive me? Can we move forward with this relationship with honesty?
Yes, okay.
That's the only way forward. And her response is now that's up to her how she responds. She might say, kick rocks, pound sand, I'm done with this relationship.
I have a funny thought about this, though. Like, usually, okay, here's the thing, Eli. Usually if somebody says they've been lying, I'm like ready to go hard in the paint. But I'm listening to you. You have no debt. You have a paid off mortgage. Part of me is like, how much are you lying? Because I'm like, you seem like you are kind of a simple guy who doesn't want to spend a lot of money because you've done all of these things. So I need an example of like what you said that was a lie. Like what you've been saying to her. Because I'm like, you sound pretty simple to me. The simplest example is, I was working on my pickup truck. It's a 95 Toyota. And it's kind of a hunk of junk, but I grew up dirt poor. Okay.
And I love that truck. I don't need anything else.
Yeah.
I hardly ever drive it. But she asked me, well, why don't I just get something newer and better? And I told her I can't afford it.
Okay, when really you feel like the reason is I just don't want it.
It's not a priority for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But you felt weird saying that. It was easier
Yes,
for you to
I
lie,
did
to
feel
have the
weird.
guise of like, well, it's too much money for me.
Yes, and then her and her family went on a cruise a while back, and I didn't go because I couldn't afford it, is what I said.
But really what you're feeling is you came from being dirt poor, and it sounds like you're afraid to go back to that. And so certain things that other people might splurge and spend money on, you're like, listen, I don't feel the need to do that.
Yes, I really don't.
Okay. So maybe it's just a simple thing of changing the language. And next time you talk to her, you're saying, you know what, I've been telling you I can't afford things, but I want you to know my heart. I can't afford it. I just don't care about spending money on those sorts of things. You know me, I've got a paid off house. You know, I don't carry debt. And my priorities with money, I feel like sometimes our priorities with money are different. And maybe that's the conversation, because you kind of painted yourself to be a liar about it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like...
You don't seem like a terrible person.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
not
the
like
weirdest thing to lie. Most people would say, I lied, I'm actually in crippling debt.
Right.
And she thinks I'm very wealthy.
Yeah,
You're
it's
sort
just
of
your
the
motivation.
opposite.
You're not telling her your true motivation.
But I would say, I think it's okay to just sit her down and say, I need to be honest with you. I know, like, this is a big deal to me. It may not be to you. But my phrasing and language has not been honest.
Yeah.
When I tell you that I'm broke, I don't have the money, really it's not a priority for me, and I don't care to spend money on those things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's my bad for positioning myself like I was some broke person when truly I'm not.
That's right. And maybe even line it up with the next part of that, which you did let us know that you're kind of worried that if she knows that you technically can't afford to do these things, you're worried that she's going to try to inflate your lifestyle in a way that you don't necessarily agree with or want to do. And I think it's important to have those conversations before you think about things like getting engaged or getting married, because you do want to find out, and don't get me wrong, it's okay if she's different from you, but you guys need to start figuring out what that balance looks like. And to George's point, you being very honest in your communication from here on out is going to be very important.
Okay.
I hope that helps, Eli. That's a very interesting conundrum. Thanks for trusting us with this situation.
Yeah.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.